Cool beans. Go back inside. Drop your shit off. Damn. Nice winter split. Nice little winter split. Hell yeah, brother. I was just being bombarded with purple mushrooms. I was gonna say for most people, it's usually not the case that you get bombarded with purple mushrooms. Usually it's like we're like scrapping for crumbs of a purple mushroom. It's me before you. Alrighty, we sell on the 15th, go out on the 17th. Big party. Baby, baby, baby. Escape. It's me before you. Alrighty. We leave. We purple mushroom. We grab whatever wood we have. We have to add the bars. Do I need iron? Is this the day that I also buy iron? I can't remember or not. Earn. Yeah, I think that was the most Midwestern. I could have said that. Earn. Okay, we just need a crocus and a schnam. Whee! Hi, Kyler. Welcome on in. Oh, got it. Crocus, snow yam. Everything else we already have, so we're kind of chilling. Crocus. Oh, there it is. We're good. Woohoo. Wizzy. Mr. Wizard. Do not eat the purple mushroom. We're already down here. Okay, I don't need any more copper. There's enough copper to finish out the rest of the run. So we're chilling. Call me Jackie. Hello. Speed me? Snow yam. Here we go. I have 4 iron already. 2 extra bars, so we need 15 total. Cool. I will buy 5 coal and then call it there. Let's go up to Robin's and spend all of our money on wood and stone. Alrighty. Barn. Put barn down. Oh, you know what I didn't do while we were down? Oh, fuck. I gotta go back to Clint's. Shit. Give me another coffee. This is my own bad. I didn't upgrade my axe, but that's okay. Kind of a jam. It's a good one. It's the new Foster the People song. It's okay. This is on purpose. Get into bed. What a coincidence. Coincidence. Surprise. Your phone is died. Since I've from the way to paradise. Coincidence. Coincidence. Ba-da-da-da, ooh-da-da, ba-da-da-da, na-na-na. Cause something's happening. I feel happier. Could be losing my mind. Something's happening. Good night, God. Have a good one. Happening. I do need to catch a sunfish today. Losing my mind. Things happening. $175, right? Alrighty. Sunfish. Any day now. Find my axe. Thank you. One of these days we'll get it. There we go. Alrighty. Up to Robin. We need a big barn. And then we run home. We plant everything and then we sleep. Sea bass? That's at least a C plus. Alrighty. Fuck it. Alrighty, plant the rest. Alrighty. Sleep. Alrighty, on the 14th, before we harvest everything, I'm going to check my mail. You, oh, I need a reason to get out of the house. Live without. Alrighty, we're checking mail. Here we go. Fingers crossed for something good. Watch your eyes. Nautilus shell. Bream. How about a little Wizzy gift? Nope, that's fine. We got the 2 that we needed, so I'm not gonna complain. Oh no, I need to harvest, so do not leave, Lee. To get out of the house. It's just a little thing. I got everything. Alrighty, to the end of the month we go. Oh, I need a reason to get out of the house. Just a little thing, can't live without. We're cruising. Now, if the animals could just be insanely nice to us, we'd be okay. Alrighty, harvest, and then sleep. Go. I clicked the wrong one. Does it work like this? Can I go back? Okay, pause for 2 seconds. I'm gonna finish this run. It won't be a viable run. Shh. It's fine. Let's see if I can get it to work. It won't be a viable run, but I'm still gonna fucking finish this. I don't care at this point. Because we're so far ahead that that was my fault for rushing. If this doesn't work... No, it didn't work. Fuck. Oh, it did work. Let's go. Hold up. Go back. Go back. Okay, hang on. Shh, we already did this. Don't worry. This is just for testing. It's fine. I will turn the timer back on once I sleep. Okay. Don't put your cursor on the left side, Lee. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty, so for anyone curious as to what I did, is I went back a day. So I did some little file manipulation because I clicked the wrong perk. And I needed the perk for money. So I'm not trying to fuck that up even more. So that's what we did. I just did a little fixie fix. You cannot do that in an actual speedrun. and therefore this run is not viable. I wasn't going to submit it to begin with. But I will still celebrate when this run PBs. That's all. What else do I have on my guide today? Okay. Okay. Go drop this off here. Oh, I don't have the, I'll have to go back anyways. I'll plant it all first and then go back before tuna time. Super glue, stay by my side. Ooh, I'm gonna have to buy the pomegranate too. Fuck, it's okay. I haven't even looked in the back cave again. What's up, Stardew Valley Cat? Hello. Ooh, my tiny dancer. A bit of super glue, stick by my side. The super glue, stick by my side. Ooh, these are gonna be all over the place. One, two, three, four, five. I need that. And then this. I don't need that. I take it back. Fuck. Let me go catch a tuna first. Through super glue, stick by my side. Super glue, stick by my side. Can I get the good rod? I don't know if I can get the good rod today or not. I'm gonna try. I cannot yet. I don't even know if I'm level 2. Not that. This is a red mullet, not a tuna. Hang on. Someone said we could drink soup and then buy it. Well, we could try. I don't know if it'll be at 3. No. Not in 1.5. Alright, I need to go upgrade my axe again. I'll have to come back for tuna. Come on. Give it to me. No. Okay, and then I need to run all the way up to Robin. So I don't know if we'll get another tuna chance today. I might get another. Imagine being a Towns. Person watching this speedrun. Yeah, no. Essentially, you enter. The residents all know that you exist, but they don't know who you are. Because they have heard about a new farmer coming to town, but you haven't met them yet, so you don't know anybody except for Demetrius and the wizard and Lewis and Robin. Oh, thanks, Lone Wolf. Welcome on in. But you just run around like a crazy person, yeah, but they don't know who you are. They just see this person running around. It's wild. Like, I've bought stuff from Pierre, but I haven't met him yet, so. They've sent letters, but they don't know my name. Or they might know my name, but we haven't met. Come on, tuna. No. Alrighty, we have until 7. And if not, we just come back on another day. It's not the end of the world. Got it. Thank God. Tuna. You're really nice, but really busy. And you hang around the haunted old building in town. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, we need to make fertilizer, and then we literally need to sleep until the 13th. fertilizer. Song. Gonna ride for a friend. Side out. Sing with the pen. Margaret on a rooftop was wearing white. He was like, I might be in trouble. The good life. It's like, should I jump off this building now or do it on the double? They truly do. The farmer is a cryptid. We have not seen them ever. Running down the path when it's good, it's gold. My friends, your left spikes, their right eyes, their black eyes, their blue lights. Asking yourself, how do you know? Your answer is no. I know you like a lady's on fire. Alrighty, on the 12th, I'm gonna check my mail here. I'm going on a day early. Oh, I have a wizard gift. Okay, hang on. Fire quartz. Party! Makes me sing. Any day now. Okay, thank you. We fished today. No. Be it tomorrow, you'll know. Maybe tomorrow you'll know. Drop this off. Drop this off. Finish the let's finish the minecarts. Alrighty. Gotta upgrade the coop again. I need to go to the beach, and then we need to get all of these fish here. Shortcut your hearts, and I can do it. Can we reach those bubbles? We'll try. Not really. We're like a hair too short. Harp. Unless it's not a carp. What are you? It is a carp. Toro, 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 Toro. Don't do this to me. You fucker. You asshole. Fuck you, sturgeon. Fuck you. I literally almost had it. I'm so mad. Alrighty, I'll go until... I'll do one more catch. Alrighty, let's go to Robin's. And I'll come back. Alrighty. So I grab these. There's our purple guy. Is there any other beach forage other than the shell? Oh, thank God. There's a... At least there's one. Five in the morning, we can get a house, we can get a clock. When you are waking up in the early morning. Say goodbye, you're right on the motorcycle. Alright, I will eat the trout soup once we get back up there. We need bullhead, largemouth, sturgeon, and then ghost fish. So we're gonna be fishing for a hot minute. Mariachi. Got it. In the afternoon, when we lay in cars. I have to max cast to get over there. It's fine. There we go. Largemouth. Sturgeon. There we go. Alrighty, just a bullhead. Oh. Thought I knew. Can't swallow it. Think I'm proud of you. Tonight. I don't know which one is a bullhead or not. No. No. Come on. There we go. This should be it, or it's another largemouth. No, largemouth. Fudge. Okay. No bubbles anymore. This is another chub, I think. Yeah. It's fine. For you. There's another largemouth, I think. I was already too far gone to not catch it at that point. Ooh. Some days you get really good fish. Others, not so good. Not so good. I only have until 7 too, so Bullhead, you better show up. Nope. Bubbles. Get over here. Are you for real? I have to max cast to get there. Or nearly. Nope. This could be it. Here we go. This is it. Please. Let's go. Alrighty. Ghost fish, then we run home. Ghost fish, and then we run home. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Are you kidding me? Please. Alrighty. Say goodbye to our time save. Oh, sevens fish. I will fish here until midnight. If I do not get this fish, I'm high-key gonna kill the run. They want me to kill the run. The game wants me to kill the run. One more catch. Please. Fuck you. They heard me say I was gonna kill the run. And when I say they heard me, I mean Big Stardew. Hi, Lee Chat. Welcome on in. I'm malding just a little bit. I was in big PB mode and then I got fucked by Summerfish. Hello. Slowed Ape heard you. Oh my goodness. Hi, Lee Chat. Hi, Odd. Pain. We're still, like, I'm still ahead right now. But we're big chillin'. How was, were you were mines 50ing? Was I right? Right? Mines 50ing. Ooh. In French. Full on French stream collab. Very nice. That's what I had thought. I just didn't want to guess wrong. It is 1:20. Can I get to bed? I'm not trying to. Excuse yous. Pardon me. I already have the fire quartz though, so there we go. Still ahead though. Woo! Just painfully only hitting level 2 right now. How did the runs go? I hope that they went decently well. Free is today. That's all the extra fish. Okay. We got half decent time right at the start and did not beat that time. Oh! Hey, it happens. It happens big time. Alrighty. Give me this. Alrighty. I think we should have 5 now, right? Yeah, we have 7. 7 big melons. Give me this ish now. Two. Alrighty, and we now have 5 gold corn. Perfect. Sick nasty. Alrighty. Just gonna go turn in all of this, and then we go from there. And then I remember that I need to go and check the bat cave, because I've been really bad about that. And then while I wait for... Oh, there we go. If y'all are also not following Odd, please go follow Odd, who just raided it in. Odd, I hope your stream went well as well. Let me know what you got up to today as well. If you are still here. If you had to raid and run, all good too. Let me know. Perfect. Mm-mm-mm-mm. How are we feeling? How's the pace? We're on good pace, Bruce. We're on big money pace right now. Although this run is not viable, I may have had to go back and edit a save file because somebody, I'm not gonna name names, somebody clicked the wrong artisan perk again. Cause she's an idiot. I'm not gonna name names, but somebody clicked the wrong artisan perk trying to go too fast. Sorry guys, I got them mixed up. I got them big mixed up. I blame Lead Chat. Nah. No blaming Lead Chat. I turned that fish in, didn't I? Okay. Okay. It took me at the end of my stream and it was a raid and speedrun. I'm going to eat. Hope your run goes well. And Phoebe, thank you. I can't believe Habs would do that. So yeah, Habs got his world record back and then decided to make me pick the wrong artisan perk this whole time. Frick. What am I doing? It's a Wednesday. My dude, what are you doing? I can't even get any. I don't know what I was doing. I'm 2 days early. Well, I'm just gonna go back to bed. It's Wednesday, my dude. Well, at least tomorrow I'll have more time to go in. Check everything else. 2 days. Try that again. Oopsies. Hee. Let's go to the other side. Alrighty. This. And that. I already have that. Cool. Let's go down to the traveling cart. Can you say bonjour, Raiders? Yeah. There you go. That is my best French accent. Bonjour, Raiders. Hello. Welcome on in. Nothing good. Perfect. Great practice. Oh no. Good morning, Professor. Morning. It's like 10:30 for me. Alrighty, let me get a bunny. And a duck. Can I admit something embarrassing? What's up, Bruce? Okay. Only missing one. Only missing one of the crab pot bundles. Hello! Welcome on in, Raiders, as well. Hi, Age Turtles. Hello. Oh, bonjour, Raiders. Got it. Nailed it. Pig. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Welcome on in. I tried so good. I am French Canadian, just didn't ever learn French. Sorry. But welcome on in, Raiders. Hello, it's nice to meet you. My name is Lee. My pronouns are she, her. I do a lot of Stardew Valley speed running around here. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Hee. And welcome on in. We're speedrunning the community center currently, trying to get things going as fast as possible. We had a lot of fun speedrunning Stardew Valley. Good, I'm glad. We kind of slowed down. No. No. Absolutely not. Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. Lead. Oh, okay. Got it. Bonjour, Raiders. Hello. Nice. Welcome on in. Oh, I don't think I did this right. I can't see what my splits are anymore. I've run out of... Oh, that was supposed to be summer 19. My bad. Oops. Ignore the splits now. Oops. Oopsie daisies. Nothing else new. Okay, leave it there. Perfect. Welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Lee. I also speedrun Stardew Valley. I do it very, very often. That's it. I do a lot of Stardew Valley speedrunning. And that's mainly it around here. Mainly it around here. Oh, I also play some other cozy farming games as well, too. Those are the biggest things. You should shout out the poutine. It's the best meal ever. Poutine is quite wonderful. I will say so. It was our first time speedrunning Stardew, but that's so fun. Good. I'm glad. As long as you had fun, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. And thank you again for the raid. I truly appreciate it. Waffle likes to turn. Oh man, really? Alice likes to turn off Linus's fire. He doesn't deserve it. For what reason does he deserve it? Licha is like the Pokemon trainer of speedrunners need to catch all the people in the speedruns. That's true. Licha just likes showing people new speedruns and getting more people involved, which is really admirable. Turning off Linus's fire for safety prevent forest fires. Okay, that's understandable. I still need to catch the wood skip. Holy fudge. Okay. Don't need that. Don't need that. I'll take it. Fuck it. Okay. Catch it first try. Just kidding, that's a catfish. Catch it first try. That's a catfish. Never mind. Catch it first try. I'm gonna be honest, gamers. I don't think this is gonna PB anymore. I'm not feeling the vibes anymore. This could be a wood skip. Are you a wood skip? That's a carp. Okay. It's a catfish. Wood skip. Wood skip. Not a wood skip. There's a carp. Oops. Hee hee. So fun. Woo! Modded though. No speed running with mods. No speed running with mods. Catfish. We're too late now. Do a lot of speedrunners too and randomizers. Oh, very cool. Lots of retro. Oh, sick. The Stardew Valley Archipelago, which Lucha, I think you should try. I don't know if you've tried it yet or not. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. That randomizer is pretty sick. Has done a lot of it. There we go. Please, please. Thank God. Okay, get me out. I'm still missing the puffer fish and the sandfish. Haven't gotten that from the cart yet. Missing one crab pot item. Obviously missing the rabbit's foot. I've been doing a lot lately in archipelago runs. Oh, sick. Brown chicken. I need a white chicken. So the story is a few years ago, I raided into 3 people doing a collab in Stardew French. Waffle was who I raided, and H Turtles was playing with them. Oh, sick. Funny how that works out, huh? Do I have a fruit anywhere? Nope. No, not the wood skip. I almost just sold that. Big yikes. Give me the grape right here. I would have been so mad if I accidentally sold the wood skip. Alrighty, just need a duck feather. And the rabbit's foot, obviously. Don't worry, I already have everything from the wizard, so I didn't need that purple mushroom. I promise. Almost locked the pig outside. Oops. Pet the pig. I did pet the pig. Okay. I'm not level 3 foraging yet either. In slow motion, Alrighty, I'm just gonna have to start chopping down some trees here. Slow motion. Alrighty. It's simply to get more foraging level. That's it. Okay, we got it. Okay. I gotta put those on trees. And then we should be good to go. Rabbits. Oh, duck feather. I turned the other thing in, right? Yeah, we already got the duck egg. Okay. Party. Bye, ducks. Ho ho. We're back in business. I need to go and check the traveling cart tomorrow. We're back in, gamers. We're back in. We're back in. Lock the fuck in. Okay. I saw the cow go somewhere over here. Pardon me. I'm going to the community center. I gotta run. We gotta lock the fuck in. We just got the rabbit's foot already. Huh? This. Pomegranate. Cool. Apples, finish. Just need that. Need those 3. Cool. Crab pot. Need those 2. Don't run away. There we go. I can finish that. Okay, I just didn't want to forget about that. So act like a stand-up guy. What everything was tied. Let him out tonight. Okay, go. Run. Okay, traveling cart. See if we can get the 2 things we need. I'm gonna try and upgrade my house today. Because we're gonna need that. We need a pufferfish and we need a sandfish. Dear baby, just stay inside. Oh, no, babe. A rabbit's foot in the cart too. Are you kidding me? Okay, 2 rabbit's foot double lucky. Here we go. See if we can finish it out. Okay, I'm gonna run up to Robin's. Let's upgrade the house. Let's get the foods going. So nice. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. Beg you don't embarrass me. Watch your eyes. Pardon me. Going up to Robin. Because it's already 9 a.m. Follow me. You wanna try to my music well too prolifically. Please, please, please. Alrighty. House is being renovated. I have the last crab pot item. We're good to go there. I literally need pufferfish and sandfish. And then the truffle. And our large animal products, and we're good to go. So sleep and pet, and check the traveling cart. Alrighty. It is a Sunday. We can go and run and down and check the traveling cart. For fish. Alrighty. We're just waiting for big products. And fishies. Nope. Sleep till Friday again. This is 1.5. The pufferfish is supposed to be more common. Please. We're good. We're fine. Don't worry. Does anyone run CC on 1.6? I don't. It's questionable. It's a lot slower. That's for a fact. Yeah. Do not accidentally use the cockle. That would suck. Alrighty, we got Big Pig now. Gonna hope Friday we can let it Let the pig roam. Cool. Yeah, that really stinks. I will say that. Alright, I'm gonna sell a bunch of this extra stuff that I have. I was waiting for the pig. I was waiting. Alrighty, is it enough to finish the what's it called already? Or no? Not quite. Okay. How's the tapper doing? Still there? Oh, truffle. Woo! Oh my goodness. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, let's go finish. The what's it called? The bus. So if I need to go and catch a sandfish, I can. Okay. Alrighty, we just have the large animal products. Pufferfish, sandfish. That's it. And I guess the wood and the stone, but that's easy. I keep slipping in my chair. I will go and check traveling cart tomorrow. Slowly. And it's just the tapper stuff that we're waiting on now. 2. I just need 1 maple syrup and 1 of the other one. Oak resin. Tending, you know me. I know you. Oh, itchy nose. Wanna dancing, make me want feminine. You make me wanna new dress. You make me wanna slip on new dress. Sick nasty. So fun. Okay, maple syrup. Oh, that's a large brown egg there. Let me grab it first. Put it on the other one now. Come here, cow. Nope, not yet. Oh, come on, chicken. I got this one boy, and he won't stop calling. No, I got him. We're almost finished. We're almost there. It's gonna be real close. Sweet, I guess so. I'm working late, 'cause I'm a singer. Wrap around my finger, and a twisted humor. You laugh so often, my honeybee. Come get this pollen. Okay. Coffee brewed for you. Chicken. Switch it up like Nintendo. There we go. Okay, sleep until Friday. So we need the oak resin to be done, and we need the fish. Okay, no oak resin yet. Two girls will just lie to themselves. Just lie to themselves. No fish. Okay. Till Sunday. Hi, BB. All day. Is the oak resin ready? I'm gonna finish this run, whether it PBs or not. It's probably not going to PB. Okay. Or if anything, I'm gonna do everything except for the pufferfish, because fuck that. If I can find... Ideally, we have a pufferfish in the cart right now. Because this is 1.5. And we should be getting better luck than this. Nice. We'll do it on Friday instead. Because I'm mad. I want to finish this run, but it'll just be me checking the traveling cart for the next, I don't know how many minutes. How can I have 1.5 and 1.6 both on my PC? I have both on my PC. So before 1.6 came out, what I did is I saved a copy of 1.5 in a different folder. So that's why I'm playing on 1.5 currently. I believe you could still, there's ways for you to down patch as well too. Drugs. Girls with cigarettes in the back of the club. There you go. 1.5 is beta. There you go. Thank you, Grace. That's what I had a, I thought that, but I didn't want to say it and be wrong. Puffer. Okay, sandfish day. Well, the good news is for this run, one, we're going to finish. That's always a plus. Two, we're getting really good at the start of the run. We need to clean up the back half of the run. But that's good. We're making it more towards the end than previously, so. Do I have enough money to buy a better fishing rod? Because I am weak. Alrighty. Let's run to Pam. Let's finish this run. We just gotta get really good at getting the back half of the run done now. What killed me was that second fish day. The summer fish day was just really rough. I wasn't getting the fish as like fast as I needed to have been getting them. But fall fish number 1 was like perfect. So that's, you know. That's the downside. Alrighty. Soup. I don't know what you are. I think that was a scorpion carp. Wanna live without you. Oh my god, we're finishing at 11:11? No way. Make a wish. I don't wanna live without. Run faster. I know we just lost the speed boost. And wait for the flash. Hey, you know what? We are consistently getting between 330 and 340. Now, what I would like to do is consistently get between 330 and 320. Not 330 and 340. We gotta shift it up a little bit. But we'll take it. Yeah, and that's better than the pain of, yeah, no rain, fall rain. The first run was killed by that. My goodness. So, goodness gracious. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna see who we can go and raid. And who we can go hang out with. I'm not normally this late. I never know who's currently live. Don't wanna live without you. Hold up. Are there... hang on. Hold up. Gamers, I stayed up so late that Nia is not even live anymore. I'm live so late that Nia is not even live anymore. We're gonna go raid Pete. Pete is also speedrunning the community center right now. I was literally gonna go raid Nia because Nia joined the Twitch Women's Guild officially this week, so there you go. But we'll go raid Pete. Pete is another speedrunner of Stardew Valley. He also does Final Fantasy speedruns, like the hella long ones. So you can go and hang out. He's a lot better at this than I am. He's on fall year 1 and is at an hour 05. His PB is 2:28. So there you go. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, wonderful rest of your evening, wherever you are in the world. Those are our 2 raid messages. The first one are for subscribers. The second one is for followers, because regardless, we'll have to go and spread the love onto more people. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe more CC. Maybe Fields of Mystria. Who knows? Whatever I feel like doing that day. Friday, we're doing Just Dance for charity. Don't forget. Lee, don't forget. Thank you to all who have already donated. And I will catch you all very, very soon. Goodbye.